Today with this grandmother, you will learn about how to improve communication and understanding in relationships. If you want to discover the best advice a grandmother could give you, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. We will explore important aspects of human psychology, how men can learn to better understand their partner's emotions and needs, and how to build a relationship based on respect and empathy. In relationships, one of the most essential keys is communication. It is a topic that many often underestimate, but it is vital for a relationship to grow in a healthy and solid way. Words, gestures, and above all, active listening are fundamental. Often, women do not seek an immediate solution to their problems, but rather to be heard. In this sense, deep listening, rather than simply waiting to respond, can transform the way problems are perceived and resolved. It is an act of love and respect, because it shows that you value what your partner feels and thinks, without rushing to intervene or give a solution. Patience and empathy are crucial. Each person has their own emotional universe, and it is important for men to understand that emotions are not always expressed in the way one expects. Women, for example, don't always verbalize what they need or feel clearly, but this doesn't mean they don't need support or understanding. Understanding the gestures, the nonverbal cues, the small tensions or worries that hide behind each word can be more valuable than any advice given. Also, women can often feel overwhelmed with daily life, and expressing vulnerability is a way of asking for support, even if they sometimes don't say it explicitly. This is where the concept of empathy comes in. Learning to put yourself in someone else's shoes to see things from their perspective is not only an act of kindness, but a skill that strengthens any relationship. While each person is unique, understanding that we are all human with our insecurities, fears, and desires allows the relationship to be based on trust and mutual support. This also includes knowing when to give space. Sometimes couples need time to reflect or deal with their own emotions. Respecting those moments of solitude or reflection doesn't mean the relationship is in crisis, but rather that emotional maturity and individuality are being cultivated within the couple. It is equally important for men to understand the need to create an environment of emotional safety. Couples should not feel afraid to share their deepest thoughts and feelings. A man who creates this space of trust not only gains the respect of his partner, but also establishes a deeper, more authentic connection. This also involves being transparent. Lies, even the smallest ones, can undermine trust and deeply damage the relationship. Honesty is the foundation for any bond to thrive. In addition, men must understand that love is not something to be taken for granted. Affection, admiration, and mutual respect must be constantly cultivated, no matter how long the relationship has been going on. Small actions, everyday details such as a good morning text, a gesture of affection, or a heartfelt conversation have a much greater value than one can imagine. The importance of gestures and words of encouragement should never be underestimated. This reinforces the idea that love is not just a feeling, but also a daily act of consideration. Relationships require constant work, but they are also a source of deep satisfaction when both parties are committed to growing together. Building a strong relationship is not just about spending time together, but about learning and adapting as both evolve. Mutual respect, trust, open communication, and empathy are essential for love to last. Stay until the end and discover the most important lesson only a grandmother can teach you. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. It is also essential for men to recognize that the relationship should not be based on a hierarchy, but on the equality of both. Power and influence should not be used to manipulate or control, but to support and give strength to the relationship. A man who understands this is better able to offer genuine love and build a life as a couple based on equality. Ultimately, the key is a deep understanding of the other's needs, constant respect, and the desire to build a life together where both can be happy, grow, and evolve. Love requires sacrifices, but it also brings with it the greatest rewards, because when cultivated with wisdom and dedication, relationships become the strongest foundation for a full and meaningful life. As a relationship grows, it's important to remember that there won't always be easy times. Differences of opinion, everyday tensions, and personal challenges can arise at any time. But it's critical that both parties remain open to communication. Learning to address disagreements respectfully without yelling or attacking can be the difference between strengthening the relationship or allowing small misunderstandings to develop into cracks that eventually wear down the bond. Often, men tend to approach conflicts with the intention of resolving them quickly, but it's important for them to understand that some problems don't have quick fixes. Sometimes listening, processing, and being patient is what's most needed. Additionally, it should be recognized that couples evolve and change over time. What was once important to both of them can change, and expectations can morph as well. It's essential that men don't hold on to an idealized version of the relationship or the person they're with. Instead, they need to be flexible and willing to adapt to the changes that life brings. Learning to reinvent the relationship when necessary is an invaluable skill for any couple. For this to happen, it is vital that men also work on their own personal growth. Just as it is important to understand their partner's emotions and needs, it is also important to recognize their own. Self-understanding and self-knowledge are powerful tools to bring positive energy to the relationship. If a man feels secure and balanced within himself, he will be able to contribute to the relationship in a more genuine and healthy way. In addition, men should be aware that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. Showing vulnerability can be a powerful way to create a deeper connection with your partner. Admitting that you don't always have everything under control, or that you sometimes have fears and doubts, not only humanizes the person, but also fosters closeness and mutual support. In the end, what really builds a strong relationship is the ability to adapt together over time, to share joys and sorrows, and to face challenges with a team mentality. Both should feel like equals, with respect and empathy as fundamental pillars. Love is a journey that is not always easy, but when both partners are committed to walking it hand in hand, the obstacles become much more bearable. The key is to never lose sight of the common goal: to build a life together full of understanding, mutual support, and above all, genuine and sincere love. It's important to remember that love isn't static. It's an ongoing process that requires effort from both parties. It's not just about the big displays or special moments, but the small, everyday actions that, over time, build a lasting relationship. A simple gesture like an "I love you," a hug after a rough day, or the simple act of asking how the other person's day was, are powerful ways to keep the emotional connection alive. If you're interested in learning the wisest advice a grandmother could give, don't miss the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. Men can often feel pressured to fix situations or provide solutions when their partner expresses frustration or sadness. But the reality is that in many cases, what's needed most is just active listening. Sometimes women just need to be heard without being offered an immediate solution. Validation of their emotions is essential, and a man who can acknowledge and respect his partner's emotions strengthens the relationship far more than one who tries to change those feelings. Additionally, respect for each other's boundaries within the relationship is crucial. Each person is a unique individual with their own wants, needs, and personal spaces. Recognizing that your partner may need time to themselves, or that they have interests and hobbies outside of the relationship, is critical to a healthy dynamic. Men who understand the importance of this personal space not only help keep the relationship balanced, but they also show respect for their partner's autonomy, which is essential for both partners to grow both inside and outside of the relationship. Empathy also plays a crucial role. A man who makes an effort to put himself in his partner's shoes and understand his partner's perspective, even when he disagrees, demonstrates emotional maturity. This doesn't mean that you should always agree, but you should be able to discuss differences without it destroying the relationship. The ability to compromise, to seek mutually beneficial solutions, and to accept differences without judgment is what keeps a couple together over time. Finally, never underestimate the power of forgiveness. In every relationship, there will inevitably be moments of hurt or misunderstanding, and the ability to forgive, let go of resentment, and learn from mistakes is what allows relationships to flourish. Men must understand that by forgiving and asking for forgiveness when necessary, they are not only demonstrating humility, but also teaching their partner the importance of empathy and communication. Forgiveness not only frees the other, but it also frees the forgiver. In short, the journey toward a stronger, more understanding relationship is a process of constant learning. It involves understanding, patience, flexibility, and above all, a genuine commitment to the other person's well-being and happiness. While there is no perfect formula, mutual respect, open communication, and a willingness to grow together are the foundations upon which any relationship can thrive. The process of growth within a relationship is a shared journey, not only in the good times but also in the challenges. Learning to face adversity together, rather than letting differences drive you apart, strengthens the couple's bond. Difficulties, when handled with empathy and collaboration, can be opportunities for greater understanding and togetherness. It is vital that each partner is willing to work on themselves to improve as a person and as a partner. Self-reflection is often the first step toward a healthier relationship. Men, in particular, can learn to identify their own emotions and needs, which will allow them to communicate better with their partner and not project their frustrations or insecurities onto her. Self-understanding helps build a relationship in which both feel equally valued and heard. Furthermore, love is not just about moments of happiness and satisfaction. You have to be able to handle conflict in a respectful way. Arguing does not mean fighting. Learning to listen, understand, and come to mutual agreements instead of insisting on always being right is essential. Sometimes compromises and sacrifices are necessary, but those decisions must be made with the common good in mind, with the intention of growing the relationship, not imposing an individual vision. If you want to discover the best advice a grandmother could give you, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more videos like this. Love also involves a constant commitment to support. In relationships, there are often moments of vulnerability, whether due to personal, family, work, or health problems. It is in those moments that love and commitment are put to the test. A man who knows how to offer emotional support, whether by simply being there or by offering a shoulder to lean on, shows the best of himself. It is easy to say that you love someone when everything is going well, but it is in difficult times that true love and commitment are put to the test. A relationship is also based on reciprocity. It is not just about receiving but about giving. Often, men can feel insecure about showing their emotions or expressing their needs, either out of fear of rejection or because of social norms that dictate that they must be strong and reserved. However, sharing vulnerabilities with their partner is a powerful way to strengthen the connection. Showing sensitivity and being open to expressing what they feel also allows the couple to get closer and better understand each other's emotional world. Trust, the foundation of any strong relationship, is built through consistency, honesty, and transparency. Being honest, even when it's difficult, is essential for both partners to feel safe and supported. Respect, active listening, emotional support, unconditional love, and a willingness to grow together are the key pieces to building a lasting relationship. These are the pillars that allow a relationship to be based on love and mutual respect, and not on unrealistic expectations or emotional dependency. If both partners are willing to work together and build a space where they both feel valued, the relationship becomes a haven of understanding and deep love, which not only brings them together, but also makes them grow as individuals. Over time, the challenges they face together will only strengthen the bond that unites them. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Leave a comment to share your opinion and we'll take it into account for future videos.